Mira Yoga School.
Hi, I'm at the Savannah Yoga Bar in Savannah, Georgia with Shannon. One of the most common problems that I hear students of flow yoga complaining about is wrist issues. We are on our hands all the time, and most of us have started yoga as an adult or even a middle-aged adult, and we've never been on our hands, at least not since we were kids. You can practice flow yoga healthily and strengthen your wrists and be on your hands as much as you like to. It's just important to do some things that really strengthen and stretch the wrist. Today, I'm going to share with you a really short sequence that can help keep the wrist flexible and strong. So come onto your hands and knees. And one of the first things, just looking at your hands, when you get onto your hands, you want to notice that the fingers are spread really wide. Even here, most of the weight is in the lower body, but even here with a little bit of weight in the hands, think of grounding the knuckles that surround the hands at the base of each finger, especially the thumb, the index finger, and the long finger. And we call that the triads of the hands. Start to walk your fingers towards the outsides of your mat and keep going as long as you need to go until you get a stretch in the underside of the wrist. And she's pretty far back. Her fingers point toward her knees. So if you're there and you need a little more, you can even sit back toward the heels. And then just focus the breath into the wrists. Even a little short sequence like this to make it yoga, just focus on your breathing. And you're pressing down still through the knuckles at the base of each finger. About 5 breaths. And release that slowly. Don't jump out of it too fast. Just coming back to neutral hands. You'll definitely notice some sensation as you release the hands back to neutral. And keep the left hand where it is. Bring the top of your right hand to the mat with the fingers pointing toward the left hand. Straighten your elbow and put a little bit of weight into the wrist, squeezing and releasing that hand in the best possible fist that you can create. And you can do it pretty quickly. It doesn't have to be super slow. And change sides. Remembering to straighten the elbow a little, put a little weight into the wrist, and then squeeze and release and squeeze and release. And then come back to hands and knees. Just go ahead and come to a seated position. You can sit in Vajrasana, sitting on your shins. Make some fists and roll your wrists in one direction. Just wrist rolls. And all of these little pieces would take about 5 breaths. And change directions. A lot of times I'll weave this into the classes that I'm teaching if I know my students have been on their wrists a lot, or I see a lot of people holding their wrists. Okay, and then motorcycle riders, so knuckles face forward, ups and downsies. And then fishing poles, knuckles face toward each other, ups and downs. And then flick asana, just flick your fingers, flick, 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 flick. And shake asana, shake your hands like they could come right off the arms. And then take your arms out in front of you. Okay, turn the palms away from each other, thumbs down. Cross your right arm over your left arm, just below the elbows, and interlace your fingers. Turn your arms inside out, going underneath, up, and over. And just go until you start to feel a pull and breathe. And do the best you can to stay really upright in the spine. It's like you're kind of twisting and opening the wrist at the same time. And come back underneath and through, release. And take your left arm on top of the right now. Same thing. You're just going to zoop, flip it through. And just go to your edge. Might be different on this side. Doing the best you can to sit up and to breathe. Yeah. another little bit of Shakasana. And you can just end the sequence by letting your students rest their hands in their laps, or you rest your hand in your lap. I'll close your eyes and center and just focus on a sense of ease and strength surrounding your wrists. And just remember, yoga is a lifelong practice. When injuries come up or little aches and pains come up, usually there's a way to modify your practice and you'll work through it. But all of those little things that arise, especially in the joints, are worth paying attention to. Thank you.